Hi there. I don't normally make these kind of videos, but I'm in a mood. And I know it's bad luck. I know all of this is bad luck. Not all of it. Some of it's just not quite getting things. But let me explain. I pre-ordered. I know, pre-order. But I trust. I have a general not brand loyalty, but the idea of when you buy something from a company, you expect a certain level of quality, and I stick with that until I get fucked once. I get fucked once, I never buy anything. I never pre-order anything. So I don't pre-order anything from Rockstar anymore. I don't even buy Ubisoft games myself anymore. I don't give them money. And that now kind of apparently applies to Atlus. I took a chance because I generally love the Persona game. I tried playing Persona 4. I got so far into it, and basically my setup to play it was through a fucking PSTV, and it was a nightmare to set up, and I stopped caring. I just stopped. But I like the game. And I like Atlus's other games. I'm a huge fucking Disgaea fan. I wanted to pre-order Disgaea 5 for the Switch, but now I'm not going to do that. But the heart of the problem comes with the fact that I pre-ordered the Take Your Heart edition. The lovely edition that comes with all this extra stuff for $20 more. Which, any one of the items that it comes with alone was probably worth the money. Like, probably worth that $20. But it comes with a bag that you use in the game, steelbook, soundtrack, art book, and a plushie. Now, I mainly bought it for said plushie, which makes the rest of the story really fantastic. I want to say before anything, I have contacted them. I don't know. I have not gotten an answer. I don't know if whatever is going to happen will be fixed. But I have gotten the box. I got the special edition. Let me, I'm rambling. Let me start back from the beginning of the story. I was waiting for my friend to drop it off because I have my mail delivered to them, because in another story, someone stole some shit from my mailbox, so I don't trust people here. So it comes down to, I was waiting for this. About 20 minutes before I got the thing to begin with, I see something on Twitter. It's like, they're streaming and Persona 5. And Atlus, the main reason I was really into getting this game was because everybody I've talked to that has played a Persona game is like, you should play it. You should play Persona. You should. It's great. 4 is probably the best. If you can get the super good edition, even better. And I was like, alright, yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, I'll fucking stream the thing. I want to share my first experience with something that's apparently this good, and something that, as of right now, I've played an hour of and am really into. Like, the style is fantastic. I've yet to even get into really any gameplay. I've walked around talking to people and listening to the story. Super in, by the way. And I was like, I'm going to stream this. I'm gonna share my experience with my audience. As small as it is, I'm gonna enjoy it. And I love you guys, and I wanted to do that with you. But apparently Atlus doesn't want you to stream past about a third of the way through the game. And you know, if it was like Nintendo, where they'll claim your video afterwards. They'll get you whatever. You know, it's Japanese bullshit at this point. I've realized that a lot of it comes from the Japanese companies, although this came through American Atlus, which is weird because the game's been out for, I think, 8 months in Japan. And in the responses to the streaming thing, people were spoiling the entire game. Thank God I don't know who anybody is. They've already forgotten everything I read. So good for me. But they don't want you to spoil the game for people who would play it themselves. And the thought occurred to me, it's like, that is such a gross misunderstanding of what streaming and like videos are. And that's such a... I'm not good with words, and I don't pretend to understand like how things work perfectly. But as someone who's watched streams, videos, let's plays, fucking whatever, you don't generally watch them just for the game. Yeah, you might not watch something if a game doesn't interest you and a personality that you do like is playing it, but that's reasonable. You might also watch it if a game doesn't interest you, but the personality does, and then you might get that game yourself. I know for a fact, and this is anecdotal evidence, I've done that. I've done that a lot. I've never once watched a Let's Play or a stream of something and went, this looks like garbage. I'm definitely not going to get it. You want to know what I watch? You want to know what I watch that makes me do that? Reviews. Stupid anything related to Mass Effect Andromeda. That's what makes me not want to watch. That's what makes me not want to buy your game. But that's also EA, so, there's that whole mess. But regardless, in my experience, at the very least, I wanted to stream this. I wanted to do everything. And I get this information about 20 minutes before I get the game, and I want to start setting up, and I want to stream for a bit. And, if I backtracked here, I'm very bad with words. This is going to be a little rambly. But it's not just a claim that they were threatening. It's like, you aren't even going to get any money out of this. And it's like, I don't do this for the money right now. I do this because A, it's fun. B, I want to entertain people. Obviously not in this particular order, but, B, I want to entertain people. C, I'd love this to be a job. And D, I want to share my experiences with things that other people love, or other people don't even, really ever are interested in. Because I might be projecting here, but generally when I watch someone play something I'm not into, I'll get into it. At least as much as that person is. If not, a little more, or a little less, depending on if I give enough of a crap. I'm trying to think of a specific time that this happened, but I can't right now because I'm kind of angry and it's still early. But the whole idea of it is, they claimed it, whatever. But it isn't just a claim that they're wanting to do. They're wanting to strike and take people down who get past a certain point in the game. Strike and take people down. Destroy whole livelihoods. Because you don't want your game ruined, quote unquote, by streamers and videos. And if I were a bigger man, I would say I'm never going to buy another Atlus game again. If I were a bigger man, I would say I'm never going to buy another Atlus game again. I would just, there's the end of it. I'm not, though. I'm never going to pre-order another thing. I'm never going to pre-order another thing, and I'll probably never stream anything that they release ever again. That much I will say. I hate it, but that is the case. But when you threaten to destroy whole livelihoods, I can't accept that thought into my mind. And I guess that just the thought of someone, this is really hard to put into words without sounding really cheesy. Generally, if you stream something, you're either thinking it's going to be funny, fun, or you're going to share something with your audience. That's generally how I think of this stuff. Is you're sharing a part of yourself with the audience as you go through the experience. And if the experience is good, that is a very, really, really good thing. That, I feel like that connects people on a level that, like, is really important for the kind of thing that we do. I don't want to say content creators, because there's a difference between enjoying something someone creates and enjoying something through someone else. And enjoying that person and that thing in such a way, it's really hard to explain, and it's kind of how I've always viewed videos and stuff like this. But it just the idea of wanting to fuck people over like that is such bullshit that I kind of regretted buying the game right then and there, because it was like, I might enjoy this, and I can't share this enjoyment with people who wanted to know I'm enjoying this, and people who might not even enjoy it themselves, but just enjoy it passively through me. And I don't know, that's just... The whole thing pissed me off. And about 20 minutes later, I finally get my friend drops off the collector's edition, which... The Take Your Heart edition is really neat. I'm going to say this now. If you manage to get it and you're happy with it, great. I'm pissed. I open it up, and the main thing I pre-ordered this particular thing for is the Morgana plush, because I love collecting stupid shit. I think a lot of people who... Stupid shit. I love collecting shit. I have almost every Evolution stuffed animal up on the top of my desk. I have a bunch of amiibo. I have fucking my computer decked out in stickers from shit that I like. Like, I'm one of those dweebs. I have a fucking Finn Balor figure from getting the collector's edition of wrestling, because generally those haven't disappointed me. I have the goddamn Skyrim dragon. I have the Batman Arkham City... It may have been Arkham Asylum figure. Back when I was younger, I even have the fucking Halo Reach statue. And when I opened it up, I went through it, and it's just missing the Morgana plush. It's just missing it. I contacted Amazon, and they're like, we can't like get you a new one because they're all sold out. So that's great. But they did help me with some other things, and I got a bit of my money back. Thank you. And that was at least something. But I've contacted Atlus, and I don't know if I'm going to get any fucking help from them, and I don't really care either way, because I'm kind of pissed off, and I don't think that would even fix it. But I just have to say, when, like, as a person who was only kind of like, I want to get interested in this, and I took the big jump, well, big, I took the relatively okay jump, spending a bit more extra money on your special edition, that doesn't come with the fucking thing I want. That doesn't come with the main thing I want. I don't fucking go anywhere. I'm not going to use the bag. The art book will be fun to look through every once in a while. The soundtrack probably sounds fucking great. I'm going to listen to that a lot, probably. But the one thing I wanted wasn't in the box. In fact, my box, I watched a couple of people unboxing them, and oh my god, my box looked drastically different from everyone else's. My art book was in a plastic bag thing, half out of it, by the way. Half out of a plastic bag thing that I don't know why it was in to begin with. The soundtrack was, like, stuffed into the book bag thing. Like, it was folded over 3 times, and it was stuffed into it. The steelbook was just on top of everything else, which I wouldn't call this heavy, but it's heavier. And it was just a fucking mess. And I watched other people because I was like, did I miss it? Is it like stuffed in here somewhere? Is there like a secret fucking compartment in this goddamn box? And I just had to be sure. And it didn't have the thing I wanted. And just all compounded together, this whole experience has just made me very negative. And I hate that. I hate that I let negative experiences not ruin, but just paint things a little gray for me. I have a problem with this on a lot of things. It's why I never finished Fallout 4. It's that's a whole nother story, but it's why I never finished Fallout 4. It's why Pokemon I kind of lost interest in afterwards, because everybody was so negative around me, even though I loved it. And just, I have a problem where I let people and things that happen ruin good experiences. And as I said, I hate that. And the fact that I didn't get the plot, I'm not even mad. I'm not like really, really mad. But like, I have a limited amount of money in my life. And when I get something like this, I want to get the everything from it. I generally, like when I got this, I was like, can I say that most of my extra money goes to this whole YouTube thing. Getting games to play for it, and then getting games for myself, and getting games to stream. It's like, I live my life, I get things to do this stuff with, and then I get something, I finally put a little more in for myself, and it doesn't come through. It doesn't work out. And that hurts. So I feel more and more, I went from ranting about the game and stuff to personal crap, so I'm just going to stop. But this is a perfect storm of garbage for me. And I'm sorry this is ranty and going on 20 minutes. But I just had to share my experience with Atlus. And why they're now on the list of Dakota. Yeah, let's fucking do it. This is another thing that's going on the list of Dakota. Not quite Ubisoft level, but definitely Rockstar level. Definitely Rockstar level. I'm definitely waiting more than 2 weeks after your game comes out. I'm definitely waiting well after any. I'll get your game as cheap as I can. I'm not going to buy it used, because that's just a dick move. But there's now another thing on that list where it's like, I've had troubles with you. And even if it gets fixed, it's not going to help, because it's a perfect storm of garbage all at once within like an hour. It ruined yesterday, honestly. Because my whole... I'm going to shut up. It ruined yesterday, basically, in terms of, like, things I wanted to do and plans I'd made. It set me in a sour mood that it took a lot to get out of. And I'm just... out of everything, I'm more sorry I can't share this with you guys than anything. Because that's kind of the reason why I get things like this. Like, obviously the plush was for myself, but the streaming thing and the game, it just kind of killed it. Kind of killed my, it didn't kill it, but it took away a lot of what wanted to play this. And while I'm going to go enjoy it after I'm done recording this, I'm going to enjoy it a little less, because that's just kind of how it is. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Sorry for the rant. Bye.